Welcome to Pep Talk with Wendy Summers. This portion of the Pensacola Expert Panel is sponsored and presented by Pensacola Home Experts and your host, Bill Sheffield, who is responsible for the content. Views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of News Radio 1620.
News Radio 1620. Welcome, Bill.
What are you doing today over there, Miss Wendy?
Just enjoying the sunshine. Wish it was a tad bit warmer, but we'll get there.
Hey, you know what? Any day in Pensacola is a day in paradise. I just absolutely am so impressed with this place every day of my life even more. I love Pensacola. I hope you do too. We got some wonderful folks today. Wendy, did you meet Dean and Bill Ivey?
I did. I'm so excited they're here.
Man, I'm telling you, we got a story to tell today, folks. This is a great day to be listening to 1620 AM radio. If you have a question, and here's the way we're going to start. Do you know what a wind mitigation is? If you know what a wind mitigation is, call us at 437-1620 and let us know what it is. If you don't know what a wind mitigation is, call 437-1620 and ask us what it is. Because we're going to talk about wind mitigations and home inspections and a home buying seminar this week. Welcome, Dean Williams and Bill Ivey.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good to have you. You're going to have to get the microphone a little bit closer.
Thank you, Bill.
So that was Bill and the other one was Dean. So we're gonna keep you straight. Y'all both look really good on radio. I want to tell you.
We all have that in common.
I know. We're gonna go ahead and jump the gun. What is a wind mitigation?
Well, a wind mitigation is a inspection that a lot of insurance companies will recommend you do, but they all are required by law to give you discounts on your insurance for certain features your house might have.
Okay.
And this has been out since 2005, really 2005, 2006. We've performed thousands of these inspections in Northwest Florida and saved thousands and thousands of dollars on people's insurance, but there are still people out there who don't know that they should have it done. They don't understand what it is, and they're worried that maybe they're going to have to remodel their home because they get this inspection done and they're going to fail, and it's not a pass-fail.
So let me ask it this way, Mr. Bill Ivey. Their insurance cannot go up because of a wind mitigation, can it?
No, definitely not. There are certain discounts that they qualify according to their contract, and we just have to get out there and verify that.
Okay. And you told me something a little while ago that was phenomenal. So if you go out to their house and you do a wind mitigation, typically it's a $100 charge. But you told me that if you didn't find any reason to save them money, you wouldn't charge them?
That's right. It's basically a guarantee that there's no risk in someone having us come out. If they give us a call.
Okay, will you do a double your money back guarantee? If you do, I want 10 of them.
There's not a lot of risk in it because virtually everybody's going to qualify. So that's why we offer it.
Why would anybody not have one?
There's really no reason for anybody to not have the inspection done.
I can tell you why. Because not many people know about it, Bill Ivey. Not many people understand and know what a wind mitigation can do to save them money on insurance. Now, the realtor community and the insurance folks do, because we deal with it with pretty much every house we sell or list. I mean, that's just one of the things we have done when y'all go out there. But most people don't ever know about their home insurance. They get it at closing. It renews on an annual basis, and so they, if they bought their house several years ago and hadn't refinanced or anything, it's just a bill that comes to the mortgage company.
Yeah, we encounter people on a weekly basis that didn't know they should have had this done. When they have it done and they save hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars, they realize that they could have been saving that for the last 4 or 5 years, and that's what this is about.
You said somebody that you did recently got a refund.
Yeah, just recently, probably last week, which a lot of them save money on their insurance regardless.
Right.
But this particular one actually called me and said, hey, I got a check back for $950.
Man.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it's just, with the insurance rates going up, you need to get any kind of, help you can. So.
Right. Well, I've never seen y'all do one that didn't save 4 to 5 times the cost of having it done.
Yeah, we've been doing them for years, and I would say maybe 1 out of 100 just we absolutely couldn't help. But we're there. We can tell them, hey, you're going to definitely save. Even if they only have one of the 5 or 6 items, they're going to get enough to pay for the inspection for sure.
That's another misconception that's out there, is that you have to meet all the criteria, Dean, but you don't.
Right, that's absolutely right. Just one of the items. There's about 5 items that offer discounts.
Okay.
And if you just have one of them, chances are you'll save more than the inspection cost. And there are a few of them that are just huge savings. And any house built, for example, since 1970, was required to have hurricane clips on it. And there's a lot of people with homes in the 70s think they would never have such a thing as a hurricane clip on their home.
Right.
But yet there they are. They're eligible to save hundreds of dollars.
That doesn't have anything to do with hair, does it?
Nope, pray not.
Hurricane. Oh, not a hair clip, a hurricane clip. That's something on the inside of the house, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. Kind of holds the roof on. Is that maybe a good way to define it?
Yeah, it holds the rafters to the wall would be a good way to put it.
There you go. I didn't know the fact about the 1970 deal.
Yeah, and it's not actually 70. It's probably 72. The Southern Standard Building Code went into effect in Northwest Florida, and that code required hurricane clips. Now, we see them on houses built in the 50s.
Okay. So it was just a good idea to do it,
sure,
regardless of whether it was code or not.
Absolutely.
Well, there goes another thing I thought. I didn't think hurricane clips were required but for the last 10 years or so.
Right. Yeah, big misconception because they've been out there for a long time.
Yeah. Well, what number did they need to call you?
Either one of us. You can call Dean at 516-0062, or you can call Bill at 712-3816.
Okay. Well, I don't know what else we can say to motivate people to call y'all other than the fact that if you don't save them money, they don't pay you a penny.
Right. I mean, it takes the risk out of it for sure. You can call us on the phone, have a conversation about your house, when it was built, when your roof was put on, things like that, and we can actually, pretty well tell you what discounts might be available for you just right over the phone. Okay. And then, of course, when we visit and we have to take the required photos and things like that go in the report, we can elaborate on it even more once we see it firsthand.
A lot of realtors tend to listen to this show. So one more time for you realtors that are listening, that you are taking a house to close, or you listing a house, or you just have for your house, you need to get a wind mitigation done. And just pick one of the numbers this time. And
516-0062.
Okay, 516-0062. Yes, sir. That's good. It's on speed dial, so I don't know. I don't know how to call my house. I don't know my home number. 437-1620 would be the number that you would call to ask some questions, or you can go to my Facebook page, Pensacola Home, or you can go to 1620's Facebook page and ask us a question. We're just lined up anywhere you want to get to us. I want to talk about our home buying seminar for a minute this weekend. We worked really, really hard on it. We promoted it, and I want everybody to know this is something that collectively, we're part of what we call the Pensacola Home Experts, and Dean, that's a group of professionals that handle different aspects of the home buying and selling process that are determined to help people in the process of either buying or selling a house. And this is one of those times when 2 years from now people are going to look back and say, "I wish I had a." I mean, interest rates are 3.5%, and young folks, you're used to it being 3.5%. You don't think interest rates are going to be higher, but trust me when I tell you, I have lived through 14% interest VA loans in my lifetime. So do not think that. I mean, we're in an abnormal interest rate phase, even though it's been this way for a couple, 3 years. At some point in time, it's going to change. At some point in time, interest rates are going to go up. Right now, we're in a unique situation to where we can get houses. You can buy a home today, Bill and Dean, for about what you would have paid for it in 2003. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, that really is.
So it's just a great time to consider buying a home. So many people would move towards it, but they're just frustrated, don't understand the process. That's what Saturday's about, Bill Ivey. At Main Street Properties at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, 1313 Creighton Road, we're going to have a home buying seminar, and we're going to cover every aspect of the process, the before aspect, the hunt aspect, the contract aspect, negotiating, home inspections, wind mitigations, insurance, title work, mortgages, pretty much every aspect that happens in the process. And so we want to invite you to go. Here's how you register. Go to youcanbuyahomenow.com. and it'll take you to a little form, and just register for it and let us know that you're going to join us Saturday morning. And if you don't have time to register, come on down, 1313 Creighton Road. I really appreciate it, and I promise you, there's a money-back guarantee. Well, it's free, so but
Can't beat that.
It won't cost you. It won't cost you anything. How's that? It's time we talked about home, and to me, if somebody that allows me to help them buy a house does not want to have a home inspection, I require them to sign a form, and the form states that I, Bill Sheffield, and Main Street Properties strongly recommend that you have a home inspection on X address. And if you choose not to have a home inspection, you are relieving Bill Sheffield and Main Street Properties of any and all liabilities involved in the contract and close of this house, because I don't know how to check an electrical outlet. I sell houses. I mean, I know what that GFI jobber dude thing is. I mean, I know it. I'm not supposed to get shocked if I got it, but how it works, don't ask me. So I want to spend some time on home inspections, and I want to spend it for two sides of it. First, we're going to talk about the buyer side. Here's what I tell people, Jennifer and Bill and Dean and Wendy. When you close on a house, unless you purchase a home home warranty, which covers appliances and fans and dishwashers and stuff like that, there's no guarantees. If you close on a house and you don't have a home warranty, and the hot water heater goes out the next day, guess what? You got to buy a hot water heater, because the seller's out of it. At closing, the seller's out of it. That deed is transferred. It is now your problem and your responsibility. So that's why you have got to have a home inspection. I want y'all to take a second and cover what you do on a home inspection. We're going to talk about the reports and how they're going to know everything's there. But
sure, I'll be happy to do that. A home inspection, we call it a comprehensive home inspection when somebody's buying a home, and it really is that. We're going to look at everything on the outside of the house, go on the roof as long as it's safe to do so, go through the attic, look at the heating and air, electrical, plumbing, everything.
Back up for a second. What do you mean as long as it's safe to go on the roof?
Well, if it's too high or it's too steep,
okay,
then we're not going to risk life and limb to get on it. But other than that, we'll be on it, and I would say we probably go beyond the call on that for the most part. So we're going to check everything out. We produce a computerized report that has photos of everything that's wrong with the house with an explanation of what that is. And we see things on a daily basis that pay for themselves with the home inspections that absolutely guarantee and make it worth having them done.
Yeah.
It's amazing sometimes the little things that are maybe $50 to fix that probably save hundreds and hundreds of dollars over the course of a year on efficiency of a home. Holes in the ductwork. And then little safety things, like the GFI outlets you're talking about. People don't know that they're defective and they're $5 to replace. Yeah. And it can save your life or your kid's life.
Absolutely. And there's other things that y'all do. The recommendations, and I call it the red and blue thing. The red is these got to be fixed, but a lot of times the blue things need to be dealt with. I mean, y'all find some of the same things that termite people find. I mean,
sure, there's some overlap with the termite inspector and us as well, because we'll find rotten wood and things like that too. Things in our reports are going to be noted as acceptable, marginal, or defective.
Okay.
And either what you're talking about in the red is defective items that certainly need to be taken care of. Marginal is sometimes a toss-up. It depends on what it is. And, you may have a window that's fogged that still operates up and down and things like that, but it's not totally defective. It's not broken or whatever. So
depends on what type of loan it is too, though.
Exactly. Some of the loan, I know the lenders.
FHA loan, they're going to be fixed.
Exactly.
And I think it should be fixed. I mean, it's one of the items that I asked to have replaced. It's not that expensive to replace a fog window. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's surprising how affordable that is.
Yeah. But hot water heaters, they're going to wind up with some idea the life that's left on it, and I mean that's what I like about them. I mean, a buyer can have one of these things done, and kind of budget maybe if they do need to have a home warranty.
Sure, absolutely. There's codes on all appliances that tell you how old they are, but most people can't read them, and we can, and so our report's going to say how old that water heater is. and it's going to let you know what it's, if it's beyond its manufactured life already or not. That don't matter, if it could be 1 year old and it could still go out tomorrow, but it's going to tell you that it was working right when we inspected it, and you'll have some idea, some basis for that appliance after we're through.
And the beautiful part about this is that this is something that buyers need to have done. You've got an easy system for it to pay. They can do it on PayPal. You can send them an invoice on PayPal, or y'all got one of them little slide job or do's for your phone, or however. So it's easy to do. It's not something that's going to cost them a lot of money. Now, typically a home inspection, you told me, was about $300, and wind mitigation about $100. You got a combo deal though, don't you?
Right. Yeah. The wind mitigation is half price if you do it with the home inspection, so it's $50 then. Okay. And yeah, the average home inspection is about $300. It is based on square footage, so the larger home may cost more. Okay. Smaller one a little less.
Now, that's for the buyers. Now, you know yourself that when I work with sellers and folks trust me and trust a lot of the realtors at Main Street to let sell their houses, one of my strong recommendations is that the sellers, the people that are listing their houses, have a home inspection done also.
Right.
And it's the same type of process, but the difference here is we're fixing to find out what's wrong and fix it before we put it on the market.
Yeah, absolutely. I guarantee there are realtors out there who have lost deals because they had a home inspection done, and the buyer then wasn't comfortable buying that home because of things they found.
You know of one.
Yeah, absolutely. And so doing a home inspection, a pre-listing home inspection, certainly eliminates that to a great degree anyway, that possibility, because you find out what's wrong up front, you fix it. So when a buyer comes along and purchases that house and maybe has another home inspection done, or maybe looks at the old report, they see that there's not all these problems and nothing scares them away.
Especially if we go ahead and get everything fixed, and we have invoices and paid invoices for those GFI job or dues or whatever we had to have get done to the house, and now we have a home inspection. This is what's wrong. This is what's fixed, and it's just peace of mind to the seller and also to the potential buyers. I mean, they're walking through there. They see these people care about this house. They want to sell them a house that's in good shape. Makes a lot of difference.
Sure, they see somebody who's been proactive with taking care of their home instead of something that's got problems with it that people didn't even know about.
I agree. Now, in addition to all of this, you're also a builder and been a builder for a long time.
That's correct.
Talk about Panhandle Construction for a little while.
Well, Panhandle Homes Incorporated, I started in
Panhandle Homes Incorporated. Would you quit changing your name? I mean,
it has been Panhandle Homes Incorporated since 1988. Okay. Thank you.
Well, that's just yet last week for me. I mean,
yeah. Well, I agree. Well, I grew up in the building business. I got a degree in building construction from UWF in 1988, and I started Panhandle Homes.
Challenged, huh?
Yeah. And I've been a builder ever since. So we never stopped. It got slow, of course, for a while there, but we've got some new construction and some remodeling going now. We've got a home going out in Nature Trail that'll be in the Parade of Homes coming up.
Wow, that's incredible.
That starts the first weekend in May.
Okay.
And so certainly come out and take a look at that.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
When it comes to if you're wanting to build a home, you've already got a piece of property, do I come to you if I need help with, like I have this plan in my head and I have it on paper even, how I want my house to look, but I don't, I wouldn't know the first thing about putting the proper measurements, and this room is, 13 by 13, but sure. I actually have a house plan that I really like. Can you do that?
That is a great question, and that's actually probably my specialty.
Really?
Sitting down with people, I've had them brought to me drawn out on napkins. I tell people before I meet with them typically to bring me an idea of the master suite you want, bring me an idea of the kitchen you want. They don't have to be in the same floor plan. Bring me a front elevation that you like, and we can put those things together. Get a floor plan that you like. I draw a lot of my own preliminary floor plans. I used to do the entire plan, but it's really not the best use of my time. So I'll get preliminaries done to where a customer likes them. We can do a preliminary price.
With the elevations and appearance?
Yeah,
and
at least with an idea of what that will be. Okay. Put together some pricing. And then if we're in the ballpark and we want to move forward, then we'll send that out to a designer to finish the plans, as long as we know. That way we don't waste a lot of money on plans prior to knowing if we can afford it or not.
Yeah, that's what I like about what y'all do. You do it from sit down with an idea to move in.
Right, absolutely.
Start to finish, and you don't. You're not like the I call them track builders or the Adams or the Henrys or they pick a house plan. Y'all design it from start to finish.
Sure, yeah. There's a market for both, absolutely, and we are a custom home builder, and we have virtually never built the exact same plan twice because everybody wants something different, so we make adjustments for them.
Well, that's good. Nature Trail's a good subdivision. I mean, I
it's
hope
really
you have
booming.
Good luck with it. I hope some other folks that are thinking about Nature Trail talk to you out there. How much time we got, Wendy? We do.
You still got 5 minutes.
Oh man, we're rocking and rolling. I want to the house that you're building in Nature Trail is Parade of Homes, but they can't just come in there and buy that house.
That particular house is a pre-sale to someone, so having it in the parade will be for advertising purposes primarily.
Exactly.
Somebody may like that plan, and we may build them that plan somewhere else.
Okay.
It's a good opportunity to meet people.
You're going to generate a ton of traffic. I believe this is going to be a very, very productive Parade of Homes.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked part of last year's, and there was a bunch of tire kickers. But I'm telling you, Dean and Bill, you know this by the number of home inspections y'all are doing right now.
Sure.
You told me that y'all are doing record numbers in this year so far. Yeah,
it's really been booming. And real quick on the Parade of Homes, if you don't mind. We were Panhandle Homes. We had a home in the parade for about 13 or 14 straight years.
Wow.
Up until about 2006 when things slowed down, and we weren't going to put a spec home out there for sure. And so getting back in it's going to be great. There are people who followed us for the years, and we'd love to see them come through the home and see them again. That'll be really neat.
Where is it in Nature Trail?
It's at the end of Marsh Elder.
Okay,
but there'll be. It's only a couple blocks from where the dream home will be.
You said it's got a walkout basement. There's not many lots in Nature Trail where you can do that, is there?
Right. There's some hills in the neighborhood, so there's probably more opportunities in that neighborhood than a lot of others around Pensacola. But it'll be unique.
Off the top of your head, do you know the dates of the? Didn't they move back to May the 4th through the?
Yes. It starts that first Saturday in May and goes all the way through the following Sunday for about 8 straight days.
Good deal. I'm excited about it. The parade this year.
Yeah.
I really am. Can we spend a little more time on the home buying seminar? Because y'all are part of it. I mean,
we'll be there, giving our spiel about home inspections, the importance of them, and the things that people can expect to get and gain from that. And I can just tell you that the whole team concept, having a realtor who's got the team of people put together to help you buy a home, again, we encounter people every day that are a little overwhelmed by the whole process. Mm-hmm. So having somebody that can give them item by item everything they need to do and help them through it keeps it from being overwhelming. Yeah. And, we look forward to being part of that. I've done that before, and it was good results.
It's a whole lot less frustration. I mean, part of what we deal with every time with buyers and sellers is frustration. And I just believe this is going to make it easier for them. I truly do. You can buyahomenow.com. That's the website. That's where you go to. You can buyahomenow.com. Go ahead and register. Saturday morning, 9 to 11, 1313 Creighton Road. That's our office on Main Street right behind the subway. Got about a minute left, so anything y'all want to end with? You got any thoughts or ideas for folks outside? We've talked about the home inspections and wind mitigations. Cover your free wind mitigation again if you don't find anything wrong. Yeah,
sure. Basically, that is call us about having a wind mitigation done. Let us talk to you on the phone about it for a minute. We'll come out, do a site visit. We'll do the inspection, and if there's nothing on that inspection that's marked off that's going to save you money on your insurance, basically what it boils down to, we won't charge you.
What's your phone number?
516-0062.
There you go. No price guarantee wind mitigation. I have never heard that one before, Dean and Bill. I appreciate that's pretty having a lot of confidence in the fact that you're going to find some way to save them some money.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's good thank y'all so much for being here. It's incredible to have y'all as part of the team of Pensacola Home Experts. It's exciting for me, and I know if it's exciting for me, it's exciting for everybody else. You realtors that are having home inspections or wind mitigations, call them, get them on the phone. My name is Bill Sheffield. You know something? I'm going to tell you something. It is time for you to get busy buying a home. If it's time for you to get busy buying a home, you sellers need to listen. It's time for you to get busy selling your home. There's more buyers out riding around right now than there has been in 5 to 7 years. So you need to call Bill at 261-5133, and let's get started on this process, because it's very important that you remember this. Where there's a bill, there's a way. That means that if there's a way for you to sell your house in a short period of time and you listen to me, we're going to get it done. We're also going to help you find a home, get you in a home, and get you closed on that home in a short period of time and keep the money down. Where there's a bill, there's a way. Thank you so much, Wendy.